It's
normal
shit.
season.
It's cuffing season.
Cuffing?
This clap. We gotta do a clap test.
It's clopping season.
We gotta do a clap test because I'm like 1 second off. No, stop. No, because the clap works because do you know how the clap test works?
No.
So what it does is you see the hands come together and then the audio peaks.
We're talking about the audio.
So you sync the audio with the video because the audio you can just line up on the timeline. You know what a timeline is?
Yeah.
So the editing bay basically. So you line up the peak audio with the hands coming together. So if you clap like that, it's hard to sync because there's a lot of peaks.
Well, we were at the Minecraft movie recently, and they clapped at the end.
Well, we got to do another clap test.
So I just wanted to clap.
We got to do another clap test because there are too many claps.
We got to clap.
We got to do one clap test. So 1, 2, 3. So that'll be. I'll have to turn that down in post actually.
We talked about the audio in the first 30 seconds. You said we hadn't talked about it.
Yeah, but now if I do the damn that river bit, it's now kind of awkward because now it feels like it's so planned instead of just like so.
Just do it.
I don't want to now. It feels weird. It feels weird now.
Okay.
Doesn't feel right.
Do it next episode then. It's my episode. It's Tula episode.
Oh, we should have switched spots because then it'd be like you're the host. Nope.
Okay.
No, because I already adjusted your mic for your audio levels.
Well, I'm the boss today because for those that...
Oh, you couldn't dam that river. And maybe I don't give a damn anyway. So you couldn't dam that river. And it washed me so far away. I pushed you, then you stumbled. I can't have that. There's actually, if we let it win a second longer, we get taken down.
Yeah.
So
You gotta save that for Limelight next time we go.
Yeah. Well, Limelight kind of blows ass.
Oh, it was fun.
Okay, you sat there with a big frown.
Yeah, because I didn't know anyone there. It was awkward. And I also wasn't drunk. The DD.
I wasn't drunk either. I was dead sober.
Yeah. Anyways, the Tula...
No, you didn't, DD. That's a lie. I drove us home that night.
Did you?
Yes, because you had a crazy one drink.
Oh, yeah. I had one rum and coke. Okay, so it's the Tula episode again. And for those that don't know, it's
What's the episode number?
It's him that usually is the
What's
boss.
the episode number?
20-something. 21. 22.
No, man, it's 31.
25.
It's 31.
Okay.
So from here on out, I want to hand you the reins.
We did 31 of these? Christ.
Yeah, 31 weeks since I dropped out of college.
Is that the benchmark?
Yep.
Mm. Well, that's kind of good because at least you have a progression that you can quantify.
Yeah, but I'm not leading the podcast this episode. You are.
Yeah.
So not only do
let me lead. I'm the boss this episode. Usually he writes the bits and the jokes because I'm usually pretty busy. But I just finished my bachelor's content last week, so I'm a free bitch, baby.
You actually finished it yesterday. Drop the questions.
Yeah, yesterday. All my classes are done. My internship's done.
You haven't graduated yet.
No, I'm a graduand.
Did you check Achieve?
For like an audit?
Yeah.
Well, no, but I'm pretty sure.
You should be careful because I checked Achieve for an audit a month before I was set to finish, and they said that I was missing 7 credits. I was missing 6 credits, and so I had to contact them, and they're like, "Oh, whoops, our internal system had you messed up. Yeah, you're good now." So if I didn't check Achieve, my graduation might have been all shamboozled.
Well, I tried to do an audit, but they said on the website they actually don't do social work, so I don't know if that's a bug or what. But in summer of last year, I was registered for my fall and winter courses, and I was able to get like the letter, that says like you're eligible to graduate pending completion.
I never got that. I never got that.
You don't need it, but it's something
I never got it.
You can request through Aurora. Anyway, it's the Tula episode. And I came up with the bit today. Today's the bestest episode. We're going to go over the bestest things in the whole wide world. But first, we have advice, because that's what the show is about. What?
What's that? You see that great... What is that?
It's a glitch in the Matrix. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. First question.
That's not a question.
I
First
have.
one's not a question.
Well, I'm not starting with that one. I'm leaving
Why
that one
not?
until last because it's the heaviest, and it's the Tool episode.
It's not that heavy.
The first question is, I have a beautiful girlfriend.
No.
That's not a question.
I have beautiful girlfriend.
I have beautiful girlfriend. Period. How do I keep girlfriend so I do not experience loneliness again? Question mark. 2 likes.
Do you want to tackle this or should I tackle this one?
You can go first.
Let me say first, having a girlfriend or a boyfriend or a partner, that it will not totally remove loneliness.
Nope.
Loneliness is a aspect of the human experience that is unavoidable. So that is that. So you got to make peace with that a little bit, but also they can help a lot with loneliness, and it's critical that we find other people in this world. But the second thing I got to say is how to keep. How to keep is you listen, you communicate, you don't take for granted, and you try to understand.
Yeah.
Because we're all so different. We're all such different people that you can never really know someone's perspective unless they just outright tell you. So you have to be open, honest, communicate, and you gotta, it's easy to take people for granted. So always remember what they mean to you, and sometimes remind yourself of that and remind them of it, because it can be pretty important. And third thing is sometimes people just leave you, and that's it. But that's probably not going to happen to you. Odds are.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah. So my perspective is
It's not going to happen.
My perspective is that people I think it's a Western thing to conceptualize being like complete or like socially connected by having a partner. But
they don't have marriage in China.
Yeah. And in a lot of cultures it's like family and connection to other people, like a small group. People fuck with small groups. It's just like human nature. And I think if you overemphasize the importance on one aspect of like your connection to people, then you kind of isolate yourself from the importance of the other people. And I think that's what happens a lot in like places like Canada, where like you move in with your wife, husband, they them partner.
I'm not sure that that's the question.
Yeah, but I'm just giving an example.
Okay.
Like yeah, like you can be lonely even with a partner is what I'm trying to say. Like imagine someone
like that one episode of Steven Universe.
Yeah. Like imagine people who have no mommy refer to how to find mommy. It's like you might think that you're gonna get rid of loneliness by finding a mommy, but you can be lonely even with a mommy because you need other parts. You need friends, right? So what the point is, you can be lonely anytime, but you don't have to be if you are continuously putting effort into all aspects of yourself. It's something you have to keep up with, right? Like you can't just like yeah. This is why I'm not usually the leader here.
So
you'll be fine is what I'm trying to say.
Well, that once again though,
because I know who this commenter is, and they have lots of people in their life.
Once again though, you should tackle the bulk of the question.
Yeah, how do I keep girlfriend?
Which it is important.
Yes.
It is important to keep this. It is important to maintain our relationships.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah, relationships take effort and continuous like what's the word? Commitment to. Like it's not something you can ignore. You know, it's hard to because sometimes you're like so fucking moody, like you get in a bad mood and you're like, ugh, I don't want to cook dinner for him.
You don't.
But then it's like I gotta show my appreciation for him sometimes, or else he'll start hitting me. So that's the lesson.
Okay. So
yeah.
Okay, so
do you have anything else you want to say?
It's the roundabout answer you're saying is appreciate her.
Yeah, appreciate your partner even when you don't feel like it, because it's important.
Don't let them walk out. Don't let them abuse you though.
Yeah.
This person wouldn't abuse you.
Well,
okay.
We don't know.
We don't know. We
hope.
Based on everything we know about this person, it seems highly unlikely for them to abuse you. So,
however,
treat them well. appreciate them, understand them,
Give them gifts and candy.
and they ought to do the same to you. So, the fourth thing, it's not only your job to keep this person; it's their job, it's her job to keep you.
Yeah,
And if you
it's a mutual
guys,
thing.
if you guys love can't conquer every problem, but it gives you the tools necessary to. So as long as you have each other and you really do care about each other and really want to work, you will find a way to make stuff work, unless they're beating you up or something.
Yeah,
So
well said. Um, is there anything else you want to say on that one? Yeah, I think.
yeah, your thing's gonna go fine. I don't think that you need to worry too much because I know who you are. So I think you're fine. You'll be okay.
Make that white boy apologize for
Yeah,
real, or else he gets lashes.
yeah, quiet now.
My question is, thank you for the apology. And how do I pay my taxes? Thank you. That's a good question.
I don't know. I don't know how.
How to pay
I
taxes,
don't know how to
or
do that.
so I can answer this question. I took a financial course in university, and it's actually really simple. There's a lot of free programs out there that have this thing called NetFile, and all your by like April, by as long as you're not doing like under the table work, all your tax forms are sent to the CRA, and you can get NetFile to upload them from the CRA, and like you basically it plugs all your like information in for you, and then you just fill out demographic information through those like free software, and they'll file it through the CRA for you basically. Like you don't really need to know much more than that. If you're interested, you can research like what a T4 is or like what a T4A is. It's like where the income comes from, but
I,
they'll do it for you, so it's not really important.
I want to
And
lean
that's
on
how
the
you do
fourth wall
taxes.
for a little bit and acknowledge that you requested that question.
I think it's a good question
Are
because
you planning this speech out in your head?
a
Okay,
little bit
that's okay. It's
because
important info.
I felt really proud of myself because I had to explain that little speech to like 5 different patients at the hospital.
Why are they asking you how to do taxes?
Because so many people, even though they're like fucking old as balls, don't know how to do taxes because they get their men to do it for them.
It's not a social worker's job to
And
explain taxes. It's an
it's
accountant's.
empowering to know how to do your taxes, especially if you're a woman that's been dependent on a bitch ass man their whole life. Do it yourself and don't let a man do your finances because he'll probably steal from you.
That's not true. Always. That's
Yes,
not always true.
probably.
My grandpa did my taxes every time. He never stole.
Are you sure? You sure he didn't charge you? Took it off your return?
That's a dark thing to imply, considering the situation discussed last episode.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. He never shaved anything off. He never even. I didn't even pay him.
Mm. Well, you gave him gifts.
Yeah, I gave him gifts, but I never paid him. It was never. It was. I mean, it's not illegal to not pay somebody to do your taxes if they offer. That's totally above the
Yeah, if
table.
he offered,
That's
it's
totally
fine.
above board,
That's
and he
fine.
never skimmed.
Well, okay, that's good. I'm just saying that I think it's good for people to know how to do, even though it's boring as shit.
I think that it is more important to know how to cook than how to do taxes.
Maybe so. Adulting. I
Oh
hate
my
that
god!
fucking word.
Me and my 5 roommates make one functioning adult.
Me and my gremlin roommates,
Me
we
and my
made the
German.
pasta.
Me and my Gerben.
Last question.
This isn't a question.
Do you want to cover this one?
Yeah, just skim it.
I'll delegate it to you.
Asbestos. They like when Bardo talks about therapy, and if I'm looking to answer my questions, they like hearing therapeutic advice, but can't think of questions.
Well, it's good we already
Uh,
got into that.
I like the funny bits you guys do in the podcast. It was funny how your apology was less than a minute in an episode called "We're Sorry." And the apologies were also funny. I also like the genuine conversations about video games. Here's to another 30 episodes and more.
Well,
That's beautiful. That's beautifully kind.
it is very kind. I like when we get oh, yeah, I like when we get comments that say what they like about the
I
podcast
like
because then
getting
we know what to
compliments.
do more.
I like it when people say
If
nice things.
if any of you have liked certain things that we've done and want more of it, tell us and we'll do it.
Well, that's the issue with
We're your
part
servants.
of the issue with criticism and advice on a niche audience is that the people who come to your channel because you offer a niche service.
Yes.
The niche service I offer is a
A column.
a advice based podcast with some absurdist humor.
We're like Antarctica from Club Penguin.
So a lot of the advice and the criticism is going to be ways to hone that niche. It's not going to be ways to expand the audience necessarily. It's going to be ways to improve their enjoyment, which is a valid way of suggesting something because the basis of the show functions properly. What doesn't function properly are the aspects that have yet to be ironed out, that have yet to be improved. So I guess the roundabout thing I'm saying is that getting advice from a fan, they're giving you advice that makes them have more fun, and that's kind of what you want at the end of the day. I don't really want advice from like my. Stop! What are you doing?
You have like hair on your face.
I don't want advice from my aunt. You know what I mean? Because she doesn't like the show, and she's not gonna like the show. Because she'll, yeah.
It's like you know the advice column that they had in the Manitoban.
I do. Nobody else will.
For those that don't know, at the University of Manitoba, they have like a little section.
They don't.
At the end of.
They don't anymore.
Oh well, they got rid of it, but it was called Tobin Asks, I think, which is like our university mascot.
Yeah, and I was Billy the Bison.
Yep. And so sometimes people would like write emails.
Sometimes they'd write really dope
asking
emails.
for advice, and kind of the understanding was you're a university student looking for
advice from a university student,
just from someone in a similar cohort.
And sometimes you would make a comment about your Wii and how it made you feel.
Yep.
We're
not going to talk about that one.
That's a good story though.
Maybe next time.
Come on. Next time. It'd be so good for a short.
Yeah. I'll say it.
No, well, no.
When I was in university.
Don't say it.
Okay.
Say it.
Okay. Next time.
That's not the short. The short can't be you again. You're being greedy.
Okay. What were you talking about? All right. The column. So people would talk about advice, and sometimes people would answer, and the understanding was like another university student.
Yeah, you just said that.
Did I?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. But I would write probably an,
Yeah. So that's our show.
Supervisor at the time, if you're watching, you know what? I'm sorry, but it's kind of true. I wrote most of the advice.
It was good advice too.
Low key.
Is that kind of one of the things that led to this spot? No.
Nope. Okay. Not at all. I wasn't even thinking about it. I totally forgot that I did that.
It's cool.
I was okay. It wasn't the highlight of my career there. It wasn't the highlight.
If I were you, I'd put that on my resume. Like, while there, I did the fucking advice. I'm so insightful.
Wrote a weekly advice column.
Yeah.
It wasn't even weekly. It was like bi-weekly. And it wasn't even a column. It was only like 200 words. It's very short.
You're like Fantastic Mr. Fox.
I'm more like Miss Lonely Hearts.
Club. Anyway.
No, Miss Lonely Hearts is like a advice column.
I know.
Miss House Club Band.
Yep.
We hope that you really enjoyed the show. With the Beatles, don't you know?
The Beatles didn't write.
Miss Lonely Hearts Club Band.
You tell me,
yes,
Beatles
they did.
wrote this song.
Yes.
Roaches.
Okay. What's your? This is Tyler.
This is the bestest episode.
This is the bit Tyler. So this is the sketch. This is the idea Tyler had for the episode.
So the episode is called The Bestest, and it has Braden as Dante from Devil May Cry, and
nope, no, it doesn't.
We're going.
It doesn't have.
We're going to talk about
Dante.
A few of the bestest things in the whole world, and we're going to talk about it. And I have them arranged into categories that start off normal, and they progressively get a little sillier.
Can I remove one?
Go ahead.
I don't want to talk about this one.
Okay. So we're going to start out nice and vanilla.
It was best music. I don't want to talk music. I'm sorry.
That's fine.
Because we're gonna come down.
I just wanted to start normal.
We're gonna come down so differently. We're gonna come down so differently.
You don't want to start with an argument.
Yeah.
That's fair. Let's start nice and vanilla. What's the bestest little treat?
Is it the bestest treat, or is it? I thought it was like ranking the treats.
You can do this however you want. You can do like your top 3, if you can't decide like on a top 1, or you can just describe like some experiences you had. It's pretty open-ended. I'll allow it.
Okay, so okay. Why don't you start?
Okay. For me, the bestest little treat to get, like, when I'm thinking I'm out and about, I'm kind of oily, I'm getting tired, I'm kind of overheating.
What does being oily have to do with treats?
Well, I'm just like describing your
You're setting
state
the
of being.
background. You're giving the setup. Yep.
Yeah, it's like what can I get that'll
What can I
heal
get that'll get
my
rid of the oils?
what'll give me like that feeling when you go to Dark Souls and in Faith Humanity Restored feeling meme.
Yep.
Awesome.
Yep.
Um,
Dark Souls 2.
for me, it's either an ice cap. To me, it's ice cap or little chip on a chocolate, chocolate croissant.
Okay.
Very good stuff.
So you're okay.
Croissants are medicine to the soul.
You're saying your favorite when you're feeling oily.
I was just describing like when
You're
you're out and about, you're doing your
so you're
chores, your
greasy, you
errands.
stink,
Do you not get
your
oily
balls
in
are
like your face
heavy.
when you're walking around outside?
No, man.
Really?
No, I have to put moisturizer on. I don't have enough natural oils.
Hmm. Maybe it's just like a me thing, but I
Getting actually you may not realize this, but getting called oily is actually a racial dog whistle for indigenous people.
really,
Yeah, a lot of white people be like, "Oh, that kid's hair looks oily. Oh, you look oily."
man, white people are
White
oily.
people are oily, but
Yeah.
it's because indigenous people a lot of them have long dark hair, so
Mm. It
it
shows more.
shows more.
Yeah.
Whereas white people, they have white, they look like fucking Virgil. They
Yeah.
look like me on the thumb. Go to the okay. If you didn't catch the thumbnail, click backspace. Look at me in the thumbnail. That's what 90% of whites look like.
Yep.
It's kind of what you kind of look like Virgil. Do his face. Oh my god, that was scary.
So yeah, I get I used to
Okay, so
get
your
really oily.
bestest little treat is. I'm sorry for interrupting. It's an ice cap or a chocolate croissant.
It's very refreshing.
Your favorite treat is an ice cap?
It's definitely up there. I'm thinking like out and about, like what can you grab out and about?
Well,
Also, pink drink
it's
from
just the last
Starbucks.
like
Yes,
probably the
please.
last 10 times we went to Tim's, you got a white hot chocolate with chai bag.
Ooh, yeah, that's a good winter word. I don't think I'd get that in the summer anymore, but white hot chocolate with a chai bag from Tim's. That's a good little treat. Nice and warm, spicy. Start your morning. Creamy
You could
too.
get an iced coffee with a chai bag. That might hit.
You're gonna have to try that one out.
That might hit. That might hit. That might hit.
Do you like chai?
It's okay. Next time I go to Tim's, I'm gonna get an iced coffee with a chai bag.
Okay.
My bestest little treat is probably a. There's a lot of
Poop.
little treats I like. I'm a little bit of a snacker.
Ooh, can I add one more? Eat
No.
more.
Okay. Score bar. Food. I'd go score bar. Drink. I'd go. A a fresh cold brew
Yeah.
or a a French press coffee. A French press coffee is such a delicious, rich treat in the morning. It totally it totally makes you feel regal. It's so fantastically, deliciously rich and wonderful.
Hmm.
There's days, and this is sort of a joke, but there's days where the only reason you're alive in the morning is because you know that coffee's coming.
Yep.
Some days, well, maybe
Some
not
days.
alive, but like
Sometimes.
maybe not alive per se, but you wake up
It's something to live
instead
for.
of waking up at 1, you wake up at 8.
Yep.
Instead of sleeping in for 7 hours and I just
You
I totally want to talk about that gorilla, but
you know that picture? It's kind of like a meme. Of SpongeBob sitting at the diner. He's got his hands crossed on the table and he has a
yeah,
little hot drink.
that's me at Sal's.
That's how I imagine you with
That's me at
having a
Sal's when I eat
coffee
a
every
big
morning.
nip. But I'm happy when I have my coffee. I'm not frowning.
Yeah, but it's like this is good.
I'm like the Ratatouille's like ooh ba 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 ba.
Yeah,
I'm like that when I'm like I'm like Remy eating a big strawberry.
that song is actually really weird because
I'm like
um,
Remy eating the big strawberry.
it's true.
Me
Me,
combining coffee, me combining coffee.
me combining poop and piss.
Wait, me combining alcohol and stimulants.
Yeah, me combining benzos and coffee.
That's that doesn't make that's just gonna give you a heart attack. Because
Me
benzo,
combine Richie combining Monster and cranberry
okay,
juice.
number one, it's Red Bull. Anyone who knows Richie knows it's Red Bull.
It's evil juice.
Evil juice, yeah.
We should try that.
I thought the evil juice was fine. I've mixed energy drinks with. I did a crazy. We're so off topic, but I actually did a crazy dark, a black-hearted experiment this morning.
This morning.
My mom got me a cold brew from Tim's on her way home from the hospital. She said, "Oh, I had a really tough day. It's really been tough." And I said, "Can you grab me a coffee?" And so, and so she grabbed me the coffee. And in the morning, what I did last night, I thought I'm gonna play Dark Tide, which is one of the best games ever made. And I said to myself, how can I enhance the stimulants because I'm going through depression?
Hmm.
And so I put in a vanilla cappuccino bag and I sprinkled a quarter of a bag of instant coffee.
Mm.
And so that shit had me wired.
Did it?
I was can you pass me the controller? I was playing Dark Tide and I was playing the survival mode on high difficulty and so I was swinging my sword and I'm like, and that's like how fast you have to swing, but I was getting like antsy and so like I was just like fiddling with the sticks while I was spamming the attack button because I was so wired.
As someone who probably has ADHD, does being like hyper caffeinated, how does it feel?
It feels really good and I
Like it
feel
makes you happy?
it does, yeah, I feel happy.
Mm.
When I have stimulants, I feel happy. I don't just feel like a lot of people tell me that when they have coffee or energy drinks, they feel really anxious. I don't feel that way at all. I feel happy and I feel excited.
Mm.
But
That's interesting.
I'm responsible with my caffeine usage. That was this is the my cat the caf I probably had about 200 milligrams of caffeine in my coffee this morning, but I usually have about 110.
Yeah,
But I Tyler can confirm that I'm responsible with my caffeine usage,
better than I was.
and you should be responsible. You should try to limit it to no more than 200 milligrams a day, max.
Remember when I used to take caffeine pills?
Yeah, that was a bad. That you shouldn't have done that.
I had to get through U1.
I had to get through that crazy I had to get through my three. Bruh, I got 9 credit hours.
It was hard.
Bruh, bro, I need a caffeine.
U1 is a hard adjustment,
I need a caffeine pill for
especially
this.
when you're doing science
Bro, I need a
courses.
caffeine pill for
Fuck, I tried to do anatomy and
Bruh,
physiology in the same term.
I need a caffeine
It
pill
blew my
for
jaw.
to intro to basket weaving. Intro to ice cream got me fucked up.
Intro to entomology is hard.
Hard. U1's probably, I think year 1 and year 3 are the hardest.
Mm.
Because year 3 is when you start actually taking 3,000, 4,000 level courses, and they was kind of fuck you up.
No, man. At least in social, 3,000, 4,000 are
3,000?
the easiest.
Yeah, but they're mostly self-directed, which can be really difficult for a lot of people.
Yeah.
It's a big transition.
I haven't
Let's.
taken a standardized test in like 2 years.
Oh, I was so glad when I stopped taking tests.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get the next question.
Yeah, got a little on a tangent there.
I think that coffee bit might be the short.
Maybe.
I think it,
That's a good idea. Bestest video games? Question mark.
but I've been asked this question so many times. What's my favorite game, and I can never answer it, and I don't think I have an answer. But I can answer the question.
Okay.
Um, I'll give just a
Escape,
genre.
escape.
I'll just list some games from genres I really like. RPGs and CRPGs. One of the best CRPGs I've played, which is computer RPG. So they're some of the first role playing games, and they're based on tabletop like pen and paper.
Undertale.
You know what a
Based
pen
on
and paper.
Snakes and
You know what a
Ladders.
pen and paper RPG is, right?
Yep.
Like Dungeons and Dragons and stuff.
Yeah.
So Rogue Trader, I fucking loved it. It was made by Owlcat Studios. It's a great game. Totally gets 40k down. Tons of fun. Really interesting. Really in depth. The level up system is crazy though, because there's like by the time you finish the game, you're like level you basically have like 60, 70 levels, and so you're leveling up like every half hour, and every time you level up, your crew of 8 people level up. So every half hour, you have to level up 8 different people, and every time you level up, you choose like a talent and a skill improvement. So you have to like 8 times 60, whatever that is how many times you level up in the game. It's completely bonkers, and it probably should be reworked, but it's kind of fun.
Hmm.
Um, Action games, a lot of amazing action games. FF16, Devil May Cry, any of them. Maybe not 1 and 2, but any of them. Um, Best strategy game, Crusader Kings 2. I've put like a 600 hours into. Empire Total War. I've put like 300 hours into. Um, Retro game, the original Battlefront 2, classic. That motherfucker, a classic. Luigi's Mansion. It probably sounds silly if you're like older than me saying Luigi's Mansion is retro, but that shit is old, bro. That's like a that is a
That's pretty old.
that is a
2001.
that is a 24-year-old game.
It's older than I am.
It's older than I am. No, it's not. I'm 23.
It came out in 2001.
Came out in 2001.
Well, when were you born in October? I feel like it probably released in October.
It might have came out in 2002.
Why does it automatically give me 3?
September 01.
Oh yeah, you're
Oh, you
it's
know
older
what?
than
You know
then.
what? No. In North America, the North American release is younger than me. November.
Okay.
Sorry, liberal.
You're so old.
Sorry, lib.
That's so pale.
Sorry, liberal. Did I offend you? Motherfucker?
My favorite game is probably Mario Galaxy. Hollow Knight 2. It's kind
Which
of basic.
Mario Galaxy?
1.
Why?
I like the atmosphere better. I feel like the aesthetic of Mario Galaxy 2 is too bright and it kind of misses out on the like grandiosity of the first game. There's also more of a narrative story to the first game that I like. Why did they get rid of Rosalina? They didn't need to get rid of her. I hate that lumpy space prince bitch.
I thought Rosalina was in Mario Galaxy 2.
Only if you beat Grandmaster Galaxy at the very end, she shows up and is like, "Hey, bitch, what's up?"
Rosalina in Mario Galaxy 2. During the ending sequence, Lubba reveals that they did stuff together.
And she's pregnant.
Well, not as prominent.
She's
She
here
makes
for child
several
support.
appearances. She appears as a shadowy figure, and she sends letters.
If you keep dying and you need help, she appears as like one of the helpers. Is like, do you need help? You suck. Never feels good. Did I win the lottery numbers 555 AI overview? What does that even mean?
I'm trying to get the AI overview to help me out with something, but it won't. Okay.
So yeah, those are probably my favorite games. Also, Bowser's Inside Story. Still fire.
I thought you said you didn't even finish that game.
No, I did. When I played it when I was like 6, I had to stop after the first half hour because the music that plays when you're inside his Bowser's tummy is really scary.
I don't know that game rose me the wrong way.
I've heard it gave
It's the
some
vor
people
thing.
a vor
It's
fetish.
the vor thing because they climb inside his belly and don't they like make him? Don't they overfeed him?
They
till he
overfeed
pukes?
him to but
That is twisted up. That's twisted up inside.
in retrospect, it's kind of weird, but in the moment, it's
it's really exciting.
You think it's just like part of the dynamic. It's like, oh, they're in his tummy.
In the moment, it makes you feel twisted.
Yeah.
He felt twisted.
The overfeeding thing was kind of
Bowser
weird.
felt twisted.
Yeah. Bowser dies in that game.
What?
Yeah.
Bowser can't die.
There's a part where like he gets crushed by a castle and Mario and Luigi are still inside him and they have to like shock his like nervous
What?
system to make his heart start again.
They should never report this game.
It's kind of grim.
This game shouldn't be allowed to exist.
Not for kids.
Not for children. That should have been one of your questions. What's your favorite thing to do for kids?
They should make an 18-up Mario game.
You should have had what would be your
It's got
best game
porn
to
in
be? What would be the best movie to be R-rated?
Why don't we answer
Holy
that?
fuck, that's loud.
Why don't we answer that?
Hello?
Should I entertain the people?
Hi. I'll let you up, but I'm recording something, so just don't come into my room, okay? Just don't come into my room. I'm recording. Okay, I'll let you in.
Who that?
That's my sister.
New phone. Who this?
I'm not editing that out. I don't care.
Oh, yeah. Okay, next topic. Best video game that's bad. Yep.
Hold on.
Madagascar 2.
Hold on 3. We do the sync up, and then we sync up. So at the beginning we sync up, and then we give our name of the game.
Okay.
Best. Well, hold on. 1, 2, 3.
Madagascar
no,
2.
dude. Bestest video game that's bad. Then.
Best 1, 2, 3.
Madagascar 2 is not a video game.
Okay. Bestest video game that's
No.
bad. 3, 2, 1.
Bestest video. No, we say bestest video game that's bad. Then we name the game. Okay.
Bestest video game
No,
that's
stop.
bad.
On 3 we say 1.
3, 2.
No, on 3.
Holy fuck.
On 3.
1.
Don't
2.
yell at me.
I'm sorry. 3.
Bestest video. No, we do the. We both say it. We both say it. We both say
You're
bestest video
killing
game
me.
that's. We both say bestest video game that's bad. Then say the game we choose to be bestest video game that's bad.
And we say that on 3? That's so weird.
No, we sync up.
Okay, let's start on 3.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Bestest video game that's bad. Borderlands 2.
Madagascar movie game.
Borderlands 2. You've never played that game.
No, but I watched a Let's Play of
You
it.
can't say a game you've never played. You've
It's
never
so
played that
weird.
game.
Yeah, okay, Borderlands.
Which one? Borderlands
They're
2.
both pretty bad.
Borderlands 3 I like more than Borderlands 2.
They're still pretty bad. I feel like 3 loses the charm, actually.
That's okay. The charm was twisted. The charm was fucked up. The charm
Yeah.
was Nurgle-esque.
Maybe 2 then. What else is there?
There's a lot. I mean,
There's a lot of bad games.
basically-
The Bouncer.
once again that you've never played that game.
Yeah, we played it.
No, we didn't. We
You
watched a
played it.
YouTube playthrough.
Did we?
I've never played that game in my life.
Grey Hill Incident.
We've never played
That's
that
really
game
funny.
either. We've never played that game.
I watched a Let's Play.
We watched a clip. You can't name games you haven't played before.
Okay, I didn't know that.
What about
I was the boss.
Well, okay. I'm sorry.
Among Us.
Okay? Well, that's a good game. I'm sorry. I'm taking over. I just want to be the boss so bad. Okay.
No.
I'm sorry.
You love power,
I'm sorry.
control.
Last one. Last game. Last bad game that's bad. Last bad game that's bad. Last big game that's bad. That big
Pretty much every Sonic game. 3D.
Not Generations.
I had a better opinion of it before we played it again. I don't know if it's that good, honestly.
I thought it was fire.
Sonic Colors.
Sonic Colors was kind of cheeks. But I don't even have fun playing that. I feel like the best game that's bad is like a game that's bad but fun.
Well, what do you mean bad?
Like it's like objectively kind of shitty. Like you wouldn't recommend it to someone.
Mm.
Like it's kind of sucks.
Yeah.
I'd say Last of Us Part 2, but I didn't even have fun with that.
It's woke.
It's woke AF.
I
Let me look at my Steam library. Let me look at my Steam library.
Pretty much all the mini games in Club Penguin, I guess. They're not very good.
The
I always
dancing
had fun with
one.
them. My favorite was the coffee bean one.
I don't like Card Jutsu. I thought Card Jutsu was bullshit. It never made sense to me.
It's a luck thing.
It is luck. I don't like luck games.
Once they released like the fire, water, and snow dojo, it was like my computer would like overheat trying to load the games because they were way too hard to process. Like they went all out on them, really. Yeah, look at your library.
Yeah, I'm looking through my library quickly. I'm looking through my library here, and I think all these games are good. I don't play bad games. Okay. Well, I didn't. You can see that there's no playtime. You can see there's no playtime there.
Why did you install that?
Can you just acknowledge that there's no playtime, and
You haven't installed
it's changed. It's a furry fetish game where you transform. Somebody bought it for me. I've never played
Fortnite a bad game? That's
it.
good.
Fortnite's a good game that's bad.
Critical difference.
Dude, this is hard because I think most games are just. I think I just like every game.
It's true. You kind of just cope with it.
I kind of do just cope with it, and then I'm like, it was good, I guess. Okay, I'm trying to think, like, because there's so many games, and most of the games I play are really good. Like, I tend to only play, like, if I don't like a game, I just don't play it. I bet if you gave me more time, I could come up with a better answer, but I just don't know.
If you think about it before this episode ends, feel free. But we should move on to the next topic.
We should move on to the next topic. It just bugs me that I can't think of one.
Well, you got time. You might want to skip this one, actually. Best just movie. Do you want to do this?
I'm trying to think of this, though. One of the best, worst games I've ever played still. Just trying to think.
If it comes to you, maybe you can make a short.
Bestest game that is bad.
Yeah.
Oh. I know this one. Far Cry 5.
Sure.
I think Far Cry 5 low-key kind of sucks. It's the same as Far Cry 4, which is the same as Far Cry 3. I didn't think the story was that interesting, but I had fun. I don't know. It was
Hmm.
okay. I don't even feel.
Hmm.
I don't feel strongly about it
I
actually.
just thought of one. Game of Life on the Switch.
Oh yeah, that game
It's
is straight
terrible,
ass. That game's
but
bad.
it's also
It
fun.
is fun. It is fun.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true enough. Yeah, that's true.
Okay. Do you want to do movie? Bestest movies?
Bestest movies?
Yeah. It gets weirder after the next two or three.
I
Do
don't know if we don't have a ton of time.
you want to jump to a weirder one?
Let
Do
me
you want to
just let
jump
me,
to here?
let me wait, nope, stop. Well, now I don't know what that said. Bestest movie. That's the bestest movie. For years, one of my favorite movies was Napoleon Dynamite, but that's low key kind of basic.
It's really
It
funny,
is very funny. It's low key kind of basic though.
kind of.
Bestest movie. There's
Mine's Shrek 2.
once a. It's Shrek 2 is a good pick. It's so tough. I associate Shrek 2 with the color orange.
It's green, man.
It's so tough because there are so many good. There are so many. Oh,
A
bestest
lot of
game
good
that's
movies.
bad. Deus Ex: Mankind Divided.
There you go.
It's just objectively worse than the last game, but I've played it like 3 times.
Any other movies?
Best movie.
How much time are we at?
40 minutes. We only got like 15 minutes. Saving Private Ryan. Fucking Napoleon Dynamite.
Saving Private Ryan is basic. It's basicer than Napoleon
It's
Dynamite.
such a good movie though. It's fucking amazing.
I was bored.
You were bored.
Yeah.
You were fucking. Oh, this is boring. Show me a girl. Show me a girl who's getting a breakup. These guys were. These are true stories. These are true stories about men who gave their lives to defend democracy.
Is Saving Private Ryan a true story?
It's based on true stories that truly happened to people. They got killed on
Well, yeah,
D-Day.
they got killed, but did one
The fucking
actually
dude, the
say,
fucking
like, I'm not
D-Day
gonna kill
scene,
anyone?
the D-Day scene was insane. It was crazy. It was such a it was fucking bonkers. The fucking the he fucking Matt Damon is standing over Tom Hanks. Earn it. Earn it.
Okay. Any other movies?
The scene where Upham is struggling to to climb the stairs.
Yeah.
You don't like that movie. You don't fuck with Saving Private Ryan.
No.
That movie, that's insane. The scene where fucking Vin Diesel tries to save the little girl and he's just sitting there bleeding out in the rain. That fucking movie's amazing. I can't believe you don't like that movie.
Any other movies?
Trolls 3,
Madagascar.
Madagascar 2,
Fucking love Madagascar.
Madagascar 2, Trolls 3.
We're in San Diego.
You kind of brought me down with that last one, but that's okay.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. You
It's
don't have
just
to
my
like
opinion.
it. It's just a boring movie, I guess.
It's just my opinion.
Just nothing happens.
Yeah.
There's a war movie you like though, I bet. Oh, Apocalypse Now is great, but that's super basic.
There were war movies I like. I like 1917.
1917 was amazing.
I like that one about Pearl Harbor. It's like a love story. It's an
Thin
older
Red
movie.
Line,
No,
Midway,
it's an older movie.
Battle of Midway?
It's like from the 90s.
Midway.
It might be Midway.
It's either Midway or Thin
It's
Red
got
Line.
that guy with the big jaw. What's his name? Nope, not that. Nope, not that either.
Pearl Harbor.
I think it's
Love
just
movie.
called Pearl Harbor, actually. Yeah, it's Pearl Harbor.
Oh my god, dude, Pearl Harbor's ass.
No, I like it.
Pearl Harbor sucks.
It's cute.
It's not. War is not
It's
cute.
got Ben Affleck.
War is not cute. War is about hate. War is
It's about
hate.
finding love in hate.
War is about fiery hatred. It's about killing. It's about hate. It's about hate, 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 hate.
Okay. Ooh, Passchendaele's a good movie.
It's okay.
Anyway, best new topic. Is that okay?
Yeah, SpongeBob movie.
Yeah, first one.
Dogman.
Bestest little critters.
Prairie dogs, rabbits. I don't give a fuck about rabbits.
Because
Nah, I cut rabbits.
what?
I'm sorry, but cut rabbits.
You love rabbits.
I do, but I like prairie dogs more. Prairie dogs, hyraxes,
Hyrax, guinea pigs,
ground squirrels,
mice,
rats,
rats, Gerbils.
What a legendary episode this will be.
Gerbils get overlooked.
I
Ferrets.
think best is alcohol. I can't even see that best is alcohol slash vice. That's tough because the vice part I can't really discuss out
Yeah.
loud. Can't discuss it out loud
Why not?
because
Not PG.
I've done dark things.
Mm.
Done dark things. One
Maybe
time,
just stick to alcohol then.
best vice. I'll tell a funny story. So it was during
That's
COVID.
hilarious.
It was during COVID. Okay, well, screw you.
Sorry.
It was during COVID, and I don't even know if I should tell this. It was during COVID, and I was kind of bored, and I was probably a little depressed, and I had just gotten my vaccine, my booster. So freedom was on the horizon, but I decided, okay,
Or like it was off the table. Go on.
I need to do something. Yeah, it's okay. That was funny, I guess. And so I decided I need to. We're kind of heated this episode. I decided I need to do something fun. So I invented a drink called Campfire Lean. It was it was 2 shots of vodka. And I drank this at like 5 p.m.
Okay,
So
so
it
it's
was-
already above a standard drink.
It was 2 shots of vodka, a acetaminophen,
Oh my god.
a standard shot of
Like you put a pill in?
NyQuil. No, I just took one. It was a standard shot of NyQuil, and then blue Gatorade.
I'll kill you.
No, I was fine.
Why are you mixing medication and
I'm
alcohol?
not actively doing it.
Okay, so tell
And
the
so
story.
this would okay, maybe this isn't best advice, but I took it and then I was fine and it was kind of boring. And I was playing Days Gone on the PS4.
So your bestest Vice story is when it was kind of boring.
I just thought you'd like that story.
It's mildly interesting.
It's mildly interesting. I mixed together NyQuil and alcohol.
My favorite is the banana mud shake.
That's a good one.
Yeah. What
Yeah,
else?
I mean it's not the best vice, but I just thought that'd be an
Ooh.
interesting story of drug use.
Remember that Moscato we had?
It was
Preservation Hall?
okay. Yeah, it was okay.
Best one I
It was
ever
okay.
had.
It was okay.
I'm still trying to find it.
Yeah.
Next one, we're getting a little weird now. Bestest squishy food. I want to see what you have to say for this.
I don't really like
For
a lot
those
of
that don't know, he doesn't like squishy food.
I don't like a lot. I do want to. Bestest feeling.
No.
Bestest squishy.
This could be like a sauce covered food, or it could be like ice cream.
the veggie burger from Montana's because they put so much like goat cheese and so much sauce that the burger basically just squishes apart and falls apart.
Is that the one with goat cheese?
Yeah, it's like so gooey.
Yeah,
It's so
I'm not
gooey.
a fan of goat cheese.
I think it's delicious. I think the burger is
Sticks in your
delicious.
mouth. It's
I think
yucky.
you want the cheese to stick in your mouth because you like the taste of it.
My favorite squishy food, probably pumpkin pie. I fuck with pumpkin pie heavy. Also butterscotch pudding. Good stuff. Any pudding really. You know those cheesecake cups with like cheesecake at the bottom and then it's got the cherry like filling on top.
Yeah, I got those from the stove.
It's so good.
Maybe when I see that big messy.
When I see that big squishy. Okay. Third last one. Best feeling in the bathroom.
I've had manual focus on this whole time. Let's see autofocus.
Best feeling in the bathroom. Go.
Boop. Oh no, busting.
In the shower.
Yeah, shower, toilet.
Ugh, I thought that was just like a rumor that people do. It's gross.
How's it gross?
People use that shower.
You clean it up after.
Do you?
Have you peed in the shower?
No.
You've never peed in the shower.
That's people use the shower.
Yeah, for nothing.
Ugh,
That's a nut
gross.
room.
I don't want to use your shower anymore.
I don't do it often. And you clean it up. You clean it up afterward. You make sure it's clean. You clean it up. You've never once peed in the shower.
Maybe when I was younger.
What are you, a girl?
You pee before because you have to go.
No, because you don't have to. No, because the hot water spraying on you and all the rain, it makes you go pee pee.
No, it makes me want to not. It's too much going on. It's
You want to
overstimulating.
not like a wolf.
What?
Don't worry about it.
My
going
favorite.
pooping or busting.
Same time.
Pooping a blumpkin.
Yep.
Get a blumpkin.
What's the best feeling? Probably going back to oily faces when you come home from work and you wash your
And you get
face.
rub oil on your face.
Wash your face with a nice cold
Oh my
rinse.
god. Your favorite thing to do in the bathroom is to wash your face?
It's a good ass
What about
feeling.
poop? What about pooping?
A solid
What
poop's
about
pretty
big
good.
poopy?
Yep. You ever have a poop and then
Then you turn
you
around
try
and
wipe and it's like you don't even need to?
you ever take
Just
a
came
poop?
out
You ever
clean.
imagine this is the toilet, you take a poop and you go, it smells like heaven.
Yep.
We should tell that story about your stepdad.
You ever drink in the shower? It's a good feeling.
I don't drink the shower.
Your showers.
Steak shower steaks.
Mm. No.
Okay.
You do that? You eat steak in the shower?
Yeah, I eat steak in the shower. I have nut in the shower. I check my emails in the shower. I pee in the shower. I eat steaks in the shower.
Yeah, you do bring your phone in the shower.
I bring my phone to the shower. I check my emails while I'm
You don't
eating
even
steak.
put it in a bag.
It has happened where I've got a piece of steak in one hand, my iPhone in one hand, and I'm checking my emails.
That's crazy. You're a crazy man.
I'm checking my emails. I'm eating a steak in the shower, butt ass naked, weenie flopping around, and I'm checking my emails in the shower.
That's wicked. You should be arrested.
It is what it is, right?
I should send you to El Salvador. But yeah, when I was like really gay, when I was like 18, I would have showers and drink wine. Good, that was good.
Now you're straight.
Now I'm normal. And
I was
like,
concerned what you were gonna say next. I was concerned.
Were you?
What you started the sentence when I was gay and I was 18 and I would go in the shower.
Oh,
No. You could have shoved a toothbrush up your butt.
No, people don't do that.
I was watching Podcast About List, and shout out Podcast About List, but I was watching Podcast About List, and Caleb
said we're not allowed to plug stuff in the podcast.
Caleb was talking about how when he was young, he was like 17, he was experimenting with his body. He would shove his finger up his butt, and he would use shampoo as lube. And he said it would sting his bum so bad.
Oh
and
my
he said
God.
he did it like 6-7 times.
That's not good for you.
He said he did it like 7 times until he realized he didn't like it.
You're supposed to have bacteria there.
When I was no, I won't tell that story.
Is it about your butt?
It's about me cleaning myself, but I'm so young in the story that if you're listening to the story, you'll feel kind of creepy listening. So it's not that. But it is a funny story, and I was okay, and nobody got hurt.
You can tell me later.
Except, actually, it is about hurting myself through cleaning. It was only a mild pain. It wasn't permanent.
I think they get the idea.
I stung my wiener with soap.
Oh, that's not what I was expecting.
Yeah, put shampoo in my wiener, and it hurt really bad.
Okay.
And someone was like, Did you clean? You got clean?
Stop.
And I'm like,
stop.
Yeah, I can tell I'm clean because I'm burning.
Stop.
And my soap
Stop.
pee-pee.
Gross. Bestest thing to do when home alone.
Swear and yell.
Yeah, I like putting music on because you wouldn't guess it, but I'm actually pretty gay.
You wouldn't guess it, but I like music.
I do like music, and I'm pretty stereotypical. I like fag music. I like
I don't
Chappell
know if you
Roan.
can say that, and I think we
Lady
might get
Gaga.
to it. I gotta think about long term about monetization on YouTube because with us saying the fag word, we're
You
probably
just said it again.
we're gonna get this episode because all I need to
Sorry, I called you faggy.
all I need to get monetization is a short with 3 million views. That's nothing.
Yeah.
Or 300 subscribers. So,
Pick one.
yeah, I got a plug. 79% of our audience is not subscribed.
I don't know if that's true.
That's what the stats say. I was looking at the analytics. So 76%, 79. If you are one of these listeners who is not subscribed and you want to hear more of us, hit that sub button. Leave a comment. Hit the like. You don't have to, but if you hit that sub button and you leave a comment, we read every comment out loud, and we will until there's too many.
Yep.
Which is fastly approaching. We probably have 3 more episodes until there's too many comments to read.
Yep.
Badass over here. Remember that one? We got
a badass loader.
Have you remember that Neil deGrasse Tyson? He was like, "We got a badass over here."
Yep. Favorite thing to do home alone? So yeah, I like singing at like the top of my lungs.
I like swearing loudly.
I also like punching my pillow when I'm mad.
You don't need to do that home alone. You can do that when your mom's home.
Yeah, but I'm on the main floor, so people can
hear my pillow.
Hear my pillow.
People can hear me banging the hell out of my pillow.
I also like yelling at my dog.
I like deep peeing my
Shut
pillow.
up!
Shut up! Stupid dog! I like deep peeing my pillow.
Yeah. Last one.
Bestest way to get your mom to leave the. Let's read it all together.
Bestest way to get your mom to leave you alone so you can grind Fortnite ranked all day.
Beat her up. And we're back. So how would you get your mom to leave you alone?
They're gonna think we said something terrible, which we didn't.
Yeah, we didn't. Hey, how do you get your mom to leave you alone?
Yeah, beat her up. Take her, sabotage her. Go say like, Dad's drinking at the bar.
Hide her pills so she has to
go to the bar, Mom.
Hide her pills so she has to go to the pharmacist.
Lock your door. Get a new lock on your door.
You need to get a new door.
Yeah, I don't have a lock on my door.
He doesn't have a lock on his door, and his door is see-through.
Well, it's not see-through.
You can't even nut your room.
It's got a curtain.
You can't bust in your room.
There's a curtain. There's distinctly a curtain. It's on the inside of my room.
Look, I'll show you what happens when you're nutting in your room. What's going on in there? What's that sound?
Okay, well, if you want to buy me a new door, go ahead. But I like my curtain.
Is there a crow in there? What's going
on? Yeah, so sabotage her, lock the door, beat her up.
Hide her pills.
Hide her pills. Tell her it's bedtime and she needs to go to bed.
Tell her you go to bed.
Isn't it past your bedtime?
We had a hypothetical. This is Okay, we got 2 minutes. We can do a hypothetical. The hypothetical is I'm being really loud while gaming, and you're my mom, and you came into my room. And
here, I walk in.
You're being loud, and
Hey.
Oh!
You're being loud. You need to be quiet.
You can go back to bed.
Oh. Okay.
And that was the hypothetical. It was really funny.
Did you lull? Okay. That's it. That's the bestest.
That's it for the episode.
Do we have anything else we want to talk about? Why do we look so white?
Because I opened the window more. If you like that episode, like, comment, subscribe. Bye-bye.